Hello, happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith, and I am here with our message for the 3rd of January, 2023. We will be using the Rider-Waite Tarot for our message today, which I am still shuffling. So we're tuning into the energy atmosphere, of course. The sun's in Capricorn, the moon is in Gemini, Mercury is in retrograde. We are coming into a full moon on the 6th, and we've got some other big changes going on in the cosmos. Saturn's about to move out of Aquarius and into Pisces. Pluto is about to change signs. I need to read up on that, get educated. So we'll do at least a reading about this as it all draws nearer. Okay. What do the cards have to say about the energy atmosphere? What is our highest and greatest potential for the energy that is on offer to us on this glorious day? So our first card here is, Knight of Pentacles. One of my favorite knights. Love this guy because of his awareness, his attention to detail, his presence. He's very still, very stable, extremely grounded. He's the slowest moving knight of all the knights, often at a standstill even. And this is why I enjoy his energy so much. He reminds us to pause. He reminds us that we do not need to respond or react to everything. I had an opportunity to witness someone who was asked a question, and they took quite a while to answer, so long even that I thought perhaps they were ignoring the person who'd asked them a question. And when this person did finally speak and answer, their answer was so thoughtful. They felt absolutely no rush, no pressure, no sense of urgency, because of the presence of the other person in that person's question. They really went into their own heart space to ascertain just exactly how they wanted to respond and what was in keeping with their heart space. It was beautiful to witness. And I feel that that ultimately is the message here from the Knight of Pentacles. Get the lay of the land. And the lay of the land is whatever's going on your foundation and in your sphere of influence and within your self-relationship. So ideally, it is so wise for us to, oh gosh, this is gorgeous, right? Here comes the Four of Wands. It is so wise for us to respond in keeping with our heart space, our vision, our ambition, our motivation. No people pleasing just because someone's asking something of you, whether that's your opinion or a favor. Give yourself the moments that you require to be sure that as you move forward, move on, that you are absolutely moving in the direction of your heart space and the vision you hold for yourself. Here's the Four of Wands just to illustrate that for us beautifully. This is a portal card, and you can see that this knight is looking right at it and will eventually cross through it, though not before the knight does the consideration, gets the lay of the land, making sure that as the knight moves forward, he's moving in the direction of this Four of Wands. Love, bliss, joy, and happiness in the minor arcana. It's one of the happiest, most stable cards in the minor arcana of tarot. So let's see where this momentum is taking us. So the Knight of Pentacles may be moving slowly. Some of you may be feeling that the Knight is moving at a snail's pace, though consider this in terms of divine order. Just had this conversation this morning with a dear friend of mine, and we were commenting on divine order and how in hindsight we can so clearly see how things happened and why they happened the way they did in the order that these things happened for our highest and greatest outcome. So certainly each and every one of us has felt some level of urgency to what we are in creation with and for on our foundation. We've all had a toe-tapping moment. We've all experienced frustrated waiting. Though in hindsight, when the things that we have been developing and creating come into being, and they are a part of our reality on our foundation in the Four of Wands, and we look back, we can see with great ease how necessary each and every nano moment was. Though while you're there, while you're in that moment before it's a part of your reality, there can be a whole lot of huff going on. Oh, gosh, when? We ask this all the time. So I'm feeling a good sense of divine order at play here in the message for today. There is no need to rush. Everything is unfolding in divine order for our highest and greatest potential outcome on our foundation within our sphere of influence to bring us happiness. And then we have the Two of Swords falling out of the deck. This is being at a stalemate is the traditional meaning of this card. And I feel that this card is so related to the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, even this Knight of Pentacles, because the character on the card has their swords crossed over the heart center, they're blindfolded, they're under a new moon, typically. Let me check the artwork here. Yes, under a new moon. And they're listening. This character is listening to the inner voice, the inner knowledge, and allowing that to be the guide. And how can we do anything less than that, really, when we are in consideration for the Four of Wands, for our greatest happiness and fulfillment? It's worthy of the pause. It's worthy of the divine order or the divine perfection of how things blossom. So the stalemate, the potential stalemate, may be an inner dialogue that's going on between soulful presence and waking human consciousness in a potential ego state here. So we could be crossing swords with our own selves in our inner dialogue because we feel a sense of urgency or frustrated waiting with whatever's developing on the Four of Wands there. So these cards are reminding us to take a step back, take a beat, take a pause. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. So here's the Six of Cups. Excuse me. We had this card yesterday. For me, this is a spiritual download. This is the epitome of the soulful presence speaking to the waking consciousness and informing intuitively. It's why we take this posture here on the Two of Swords, so we can hear this inner wisdom, inner knowledge rather, very clearly, very succinctly. I know this card is called the soulmate card, so I'll repeat it yet again today. You are your own best and forever soulmate. Everything initiates with your self-relationship. You come first. And I know out of social programming, that is not how we've been taught. And for some people, that feels like an act of selfishness. Though if you give from an empty cup, if you are not giving from your overflow, you are only delaying your happiness. Ooh, powerful. One more card here, I feel. What do we have? Yeah, exactly. There is the Ten of Pentacles. This is establishing and layering on our knowledge, our experience, choosing our heart space, staying in presence with our soulful awareness so that we build a legacy of Four of Wands, a legacy of happiness for ourselves. And that is worthy of a pause. That is worthy of consideration. We do not need to rush onto any kind of scene or anyone else's influence for that matter when it comes to fulfilling our joy, our happiness. That's our job. No one else will do it for us. There's no looking outside the self for creating this 10 of coins. There's only looking at acting from being present with our self relationship and choosing soulfully, Six of Cups, to share that with the other soulmates that join us in the journey. Let's take a look at what's going on the bottom of the deck. This is how the universe is interacting or showing us how it supports this divine flow. Our first card, another repeat from yesterday. Feels like I have two cards. No, just the one. Page of Cups. There is an offer out there. And that offer may be our own epiphany, inspiration coming out of our intuitive awareness. And we may be in great consideration for how we have been inspired to add to our foundation, ultimately our 10 of coins, pentacles. And the Page of Cups is full of emotional enthusiasm, emotional action, taking action on emotional fulfillment. That's not something to be rushed. And pages can be somewhat inexperienced in tarot. So it's good that we have this Knight giving us pause. It's good that we have this Two of Swords giving us a little bit of pause while we consider what is in keeping with our vision that we hold so dear in our heart space. Next card, beautiful Six of Pentacles. Yesterday we were quite heavy with cups. Today it's the coins. Well, we got a good combo of cups and coins here. So Six of Coins, this is generosity, reciprocity, harmonization within self-relationship, how we give, how we receive. And this confirms just what I was ascertaining from these cards moments ago. Be thoughtful, be present, be awake, aware, and alert when it comes to how you contribute to everything on your foundation, your Four of Wands foundation. And then we have the King of Swords. Beautiful. Talk about discernment. Talk about exacting energy. He's all about it. Great decision maker. I know he's got a reputation like the Queen of being somewhat cold or bitter. And true to form, I don't feel that way about the King and the Queen of Swords. I feel they are all heart. And they make some of the hardest decisions based on heart-centered awareness. Sometimes that's messy and uncomfortable. When it comes, though, to creating your Four of Wands and your 10 of Pentacles, what are you willing to sacrifice by perhaps indulging in a people-pleasing moment? Consider that. That's why you come first. Woo, powerful. Wow, the next 2, 3 cards, I will share them. I wasn't going to. I was going to stop right there. But then we had the Seven of Swords. This is the card of potential sabotage where we rob ourselves of joy. So consider that as well. It fits in beautifully with these other cards and the messages of all of them collectively. So giving from your overflow and your fulfillment is the way to go. The Seven of Swords is really representative of what happens when we don't. We rob ourselves of joy. The next card is the King of Pentacles. He's a master of being present and simply doing, investing in a high vibrational frequency to be in the giving and receiving, divine reciprocity of creation. And the last one, Nine of Cups. Cups and coins today, folks. Beautiful, beautiful cards. A few swords mixed in, and rightly so. They are placed beautifully in the reading. Let's take a look at Angel Answers. I'm going to pull right off the top of the deck. Our first card is emphatic. Yes. Love that card. What's not to love about it? Keep yes in your field for all of this. Sometimes no's, sometimes saying no is an emphatic yes when it comes to the Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. And that's what the King of Swords knows very, very well. Sometimes you got to say no to create an emphatic yes. Then perfect timing, divine order even. Wow, beautiful. Yield to this. The universe has it. The multiverse has every detail managed beautifully. Trust that. You only need look in hindsight to see how well managed it is. So if you're having a moment where you're perhaps visiting the Seven of Swords within self-relationship, move into heart space and consider another experience in your life where you've seen divine order take place, and then take heart in that and trust that flow. And then next, it's up to you. It's all up to you. It's your choice. You get to choose how you feel, how you speak, how you act. It is not dependent or contingent upon anyone else. From the Gateway Oracle, what is our soulful presence whispering to our waking consciousness? We have listening with your heart. Oh, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Yes, thank you, Two of Swords. That's what's happening on that card. We are listening to the messages of our heart. We are emphatically saying yes to those, and we are pausing. We are giving a worthy pause and consideration to all that is before us so that we continue to invest in a way that creates the Four of Wands, Ten of Coins. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Peace, love, joy, blessings, laughter, playfulness. Namaste.